who's about to come to the stage. This man is the only member of the United States Armed Forces to complete SEAL Team training, Army Ranger School, and Air Force Tactical Air Control training. He is a best-selling author, and he is one of the most sought-after public speakers in the world. David Colorado, get on your feet! Put your hands Thank you very much. Fucking great crowd, man.
I told you, dude. It's
Great crowd. Fired up as fuck.
All right,
You all go.
all right,
Hell no.
let's get into some stuff here. So first of all, you read Aspire recently.
Yep.
Without the thing on your leg.
Right.
So first let's address this. How long ago did you have surgery, and what kind of surgery is it?
I had surgery 4 days ago.
4 days ago.
Yep. And it's, I'm giving a picture of it.
Yeah, I got a picture here for you. You want to go to the second one first?
Let's go to the second one first.
Sorry. Go back to it.
Okay, so basically, what happened was people were like, oh my God, you run so much, you injured yourself. No one even understands the truth about how fucked up my body is. So when I was young, I was working really jacked up left side.
Okay.
So the options I had, so I didn't even know this because I got in the military.
Okay.
And I didn't know this until I tried to become a SEAL. So the options I had, I was going to help me, is when we saw it. I said, hey man, your biomechanics is really jacked up, and so I keep on getting injured. So I went through 3 helmets, because my body was just injured, all that. So, long story short, we were like, we're not going to allow you to keep going through. So either you're going to get through, or you're not. So when I was 24, and I was fat and depressed, and my best friend is here, where's Johnny? So I didn't see this guy for like maybe 5 or 6 years. He never even knew that I was. But he's my best friend since I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
I'm 49.
Yeah.
He went to the Marine Corps. I went to the Air Force. Damn, get him, boy. So I never told him. This is what depressed I was in my life. So I gained 106 pounds. I went from 175 to 130 pounds. And this depressed fat dude. But what happened was I sat there and I finally got my shit together. And no one besides my family who saw me knew the real me. I mean, this guy, my best friend saw me playing basketball, 175, lean and lean. We trained in the military together, and he went his round with my way. And he never knew that I went through this phase of like just depression, and fatness, and this laziness. So when I'm sitting there at my table at 300 pounds, I made a decision. And the decision was, what are you willing to do to get out of this darkness? And this is where I detach from most people. And this is where I become the most misunderstood person. And this is where people don't want to listen to me anymore. Because it's not fun from this point on. When you make a decision like I did, that I'm going to be somebody that I can be proud of. And for all of us, it's very different. So what that was for me was, I will die in Navy SEAL training to become a Navy SEAL. That's what my decision was. So I'm sitting there in front of Captain Bowman, and Captain Bowman looks at my leg and he's like, okay man, you get one more shot to go through here. My leg's not healed. My leg is deformed, dude. It is a deformed leg. And he goes, but you got one more shot, I'm gonna give you one more shot. So this time I went through 300 weeks in 1 year, which has never been done before. So now, I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna get to the part of my legs to shot.
Yeah, take your time.
But I gotta give it some context. Context is a big ass story, if you don't quite get it.
I get it.
So now, I'm sitting here, and I'm saying, okay, man, I gotta start the SEAL training pretty soon. I got all these braces in my leg is really deformed now. I'm gonna do this. If anybody's really can't hurt me, I devised this casting procedure. So every morning before I start running, it's like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, you get this dive line. It's outside, the corner of the it's actually cold. It's actually pretty cold by the beach, February, March time. Nice and cold. So I would get there, get this duct tape out, and I would just duct tape from the top of my, almost to the mid of my shin, all the way down to my foot. So that's how I got to my foot running. And then I got through Navy SEAL training, I finally graduated. They're like, hey man, like you need surgery bad. And I was like, well, how long will I be out for? You gotta be out for at least a year. I stopped doing surgery. So I gotta make a decision. The decision was not to have surgery until now.
At 49. You put it off a little bit.
So, that picture right there was my first surgery, and that was, when was it? June of 2021, and that was to become a smoke jumper. So I did that, and then this next slide coming up, that one just happened 4 days ago. So you have a picture of the plates and stuff in there too? Okay. Well, what's in there right now is they had to do several surgeries to get this. It's like almost a 2.5 to 3 year procedure to get this leg back in order. So everybody was like talking shit that David Goggins runs too much, and that's why his legs are off. No, you're wrong. Wrong as shit. Well, I did run on some fucked up legs. But yeah, that's
But the running didn't cause it.
the running helped it.
Yeah.
I was literally, so when they went in to cut out my meniscus, and that was in 2021, there's this thing called Wolff's Law. If you Google Wolff's Law, only, this guy had been doing meniscus surgery for years, one of the top guys in the world. He had never seen it, he only read about it and heard about it in school. And he was telling me, he broke his instruments on my meniscus. He goes, the meniscus study goes, since 90, just kept like 3 years. I literally had to get all the students out of the operating room because it was like me knowing at this thing.
Wow.
So yeah, it was,
And you're saying backstage here said that you were eating into your femur bone.
Yes.
Bone on bone.
So, yes, I mean, I was looking at Jennifer because everything I say is a lie. It's like, this motherfucker got me into some shit, dude.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, it's, I went through the bone and just kept on coming.
That's crazy. Recently, I sprained my ankle, and
Here we go.
So I understand.
Right.
All I can say, I get it. You're saying,
Well, here's the moral to the story. Before we go on with this, I want to end on that. I reinvented myself a lot. When I was younger, I would reinvent myself. As I got older, I kept reinventing myself. And I became a runner. My legs are messed up. I had to compensate and reinvent myself. I became an author. I had to stop doing other things and reinvent myself. I became a Navy SEAL. I had to reinvent myself. I went to Ranger School to reinvent myself. Everything, I got the pull-up record. I couldn't run so much. I had to reinvent myself. A lot of us aren't willing to take that chance. So why I had to go through this surgery, I didn't have to. This was an elective surgery. I'm getting near the end of my career. But God put something in front of me that I would never thought would happen. I can't share it with you right now. But this time next year, you will see me like, I'm dead. I will be a fucking stallion. But I'm not gonna tell you this because you don't ever tell anyone your dreams. Keep them shits to yourself, especially this day and age. Because there's a lot of people out there trying to tear you down. So keep your dreams to yourself, therefore you have no distractions about the naysayers that come your way.
One of my favorite things that me and talk about in the past is the foxhole.
Yep.
And who you have in the foxhole with you and how important that is.
Oh, yeah.
Can you talk to us about the importance of the foxhole and who you have in it and why? Or not you, but like who you're supposed to have in it and why?
Well, the foxhole is one of the most important things. That's why that whole dream thing, like these people up here know my dream.
Yeah.
And there's 3 of them. So that's it. 3 people up here know my dream. Guy I've known for 49 years, and I didn't even tell him how fucked up I was when I was fat and I know. So some things you keep to yourself.
Yeah.
But basically, this is a position, it's a fighting position. And while you may not be in war, you may not be getting shot at, we're civilians, a lot of us. But you are at war. You are fighting a war every day with yourself. And that's what people forget about. And if you have people in your foxhole, in that fighting position, that are constantly helping you find a weaker spot, a spot to chill, a spot to where you're not progressing, a spot to where you're not trying to be the best person you can be. You need them out of your foxhole. I don't care if it's your mother. She can be your mom, but you're not in my foxhole.
Right.
So that's the thing about that. So now, for me, it took a lot of years, and the foxhole changes.
Yeah.
Depends on what you're doing. Depends on what you want to accomplish. It depends on, like, for me, I'm almost 50 years old, and I went in to get an elective surgery to get my leg back to, and this is a very painful surgery. It's a very long process. But you gotta have people in your corner who want to say, okay, man, this is what you want to do, this is where you want to go. I see your vision, let's go. Person says, why are you doing that? You've done so many miles, you've done so many great things, you did this and this and this. They're eating your resume, which makes you feel good.
Yeah.
But my resume is not fucking done yet. So you gotta make sure that I put people in the corner. There are times when I first started doing this shit. Even my best friend, we fell out. My mom wasn't always there. I didn't have many friends at times. Just because of where I was in my own life. Sometimes that fucking foxhole, which can hold 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, is a one-man fighting position. Because you have to go at it alone. And until you start to recruit those right people, until you find the courage, the confidence to start recruiting those right people, until you have the courage and confidence to maybe join in the foxhole, you see people where they are, you want to be where they are. You don't want to be where you are. So the foxhole is different, different ways to get in there and different ways to get out of there. So
I think it's super important because last time we talked about it with entrepreneurs, a lot of times you're getting started in business and you're starting off, you're hiring and bringing on people that you don't have enough money, and so you reach out to almost like friends and family, you start kind of in that circle, but a lot of times it's the wrong person.
Right.
But then you're kind of this like pinch of like you don't want to let your friend go.
Right.
You don't want to let your mom let it go. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs get stuck with having the wrong people in their foxhole. Last time we talked about it, I love it because so many entrepreneurs, I think, need to clean house frequently. And it's hard because it's like it's your friends, it's your family, it's your loved ones, but they're pulling you down little by little by little to hold you back.
people ask me this question all the time. They go, how are you able to speak to such a big audience?
Yeah.
I want to speak to one motherfucker. If there's 5,000 people in here, I'm speaking to one person at a time. Because there's a lot of people in here who want to achieve different things.
Right.
That's why I try to make sure that we cover different topics. We go around the globe. Because certain things that make certain people pop. Like that foxhole mentality, man. You have to make sure those people in your foxhole are making you pop. They're making you find more, they're making you get up early, they're making you, and all these metaphors and crap. But it's true.
Yeah.
Who makes you stay up at night?
Yeah.
Who is that one person that haunts you at night? Like, hey, I gotta catch
My ex-wife.
Bam. You go.
Man, I want to talk to you. There's so many topics I want to go down, but let's talk about, for those that have heard it or have not heard it, about who's going to carry the fucking books. It's a piece that, to a certain point, has been a part of your brand, of who you are inside of it. Can you give us a Reader's Digest version, 30,000 foot view of that? Maybe not even the story behind it, because I learned about that, but the concept, the mentality of what it fucking means when you're saying that, what does that mean to you?
So, just to give people an idea what it is, I wasn't expecting that to ever come out.
Yeah, you never thought it would be the same.
I used to say, fucking TikTok, these motherfuckers on TikTok.
Yeah.
So, I'm working on camera hands. Like, my body's destroyed. And Cameron Hayes talks about really well when he goes to Joe Rogan's podcast about him going through this lift, run, shoot shit.
Right.
And my body's beat up, I'm jacked up, I'm still going. I'm still competing. But I'm just tired. But where the bolts and logs come from? It's from SEAL training.
Right.
There's these corny ass little kids like, God, this is so corny. Where's this bolts and logs? Motherfucker, do your research. Alright? So what happened to me was I'm always trying to extract energy where there is none. Always looking at, when I decided to do this transformation, I realized that I was going to fail a lot. So I better be a one-man wrecking crew. And what that means is, no one's going to be there to fucking wake me up. No one's going to be there to fucking, give me the right nutrition. No one's going to be there to follow me around through my life to make sure I do the right things. I'm going to make sure I do that job. So when I was in Buzz, and we had like, 8, 9, 10 workers, I like to stand up and talk about it.
I know.
I got fucking crutches and shit. So now you're gonna have like 3 or 4 goals. And so what happens is you get this past that. Everybody tells you how it's going to be going through health. All the older guys tell you how it's going to be. And they tell you, well, Wednesday, just make it to Wednesday. It starts on Sunday, it ends on Friday. Make it to Wednesday, because then you become a robot. Yeah. So for 70, 80 years, man, the past down is just that. Just make it to Wednesday. If I make it to Wednesday, I ain't got to try that hard. I feel a robot. You just walk around. The instructors are easier on you. They kind of know you made it. So just make it to Wednesday. So when you got that kind of mindset, are you really aggressive? No. Are you fired up? Are you want to be the baddest motherfucker in the world right now? What the fuck is it? Wednesday don't mean shit to me. So in my mind now, I've already seen the person that I was with. I never want to go back there. But it's a permanent situation, so every day you fix it. So when Wednesday came for me, the old Goggins is like, you made it Wednesday, my legs are broken through, I made it Wednesday, here we go. And I'm happy.
Right.
Everybody else is happy. But what happens is that baby, he's got 2 more days of this shit, dude. So everybody's walking around with shirts like this, and we're soaking wet. So you don't want anything to touch your body. So you're sitting like this, so the shirt kind of hangs off you. And I started seeing it was very weak and pathetic. And I was doing the same shit. So this evolution now, we got with our med check. The doctors check us out. We get 2 med checks a day. We come out, and the red clothes, I think it's red clothes on, now we're on the ropes. And so now I have to think about how the hell am I going to find more energy? Because there's none. We had the bolts on our head, and everybody's trying to pick these bolts up and all sort of shit. And I'm like, God, how do I find more energy? And I remember this kid that fucking left. He left, and we're on the log PT. Log PT's when you carry these big ass logs up and over the arm. You go right shoulder, left shoulder, extend that arm, carry all this stuff. So when he left, I looked and said, man, who's going to carry the fucking bolts and logs? And when I said that, I said it in such a way that my brother started laughing. And he just left and quit.
You screwed it at him.
I screamed at him.
Yeah.
Like, where the fuck you going, man? We need help you bolts and logs too much. Right. So now, I'm sitting here carrying these bolts. And I said, I'm going to reinvent this shit. But I'm going to use it now for us to be powerful. Like, who the fuck's going to carry these bolts and these fucking logs? Yeah. So now it's on their head. Everybody's looking around, the instructors. And Boat Crew 2, Boat Crew 1 was here, and they're having a hard time. Boat Crew 2 is my boat crew. So I'm sitting there saying, okay guys, you're coming to us next. You're coming to us next. We gotta make sure that we hurt these motherfuckers' souls. We gotta take these Navy SEAL instructors' souls. So they look at us like we're better than them, we're students. So I'm just talking. And the boats are ahead. And now I can feel the energy shift on that boat. So everybody's getting hyped, and they get to us, and we're like, toss this boat. Can we go through two? Can we go through two? Like, who's killing fucking boats to logs? And I'll never forget looking at these fucking instructors' faces. And all I saw was like somebody ripped inside them and just ripped out their soul. Yeah. And as I was, and literally, from that point, they told us to sit down. They were so irritated by the fact that we were so fired up. And we were laying there, so like, yeah, we got between your legs, got between your legs, got between your legs, here's your boat. And I was whispering, I was saying, pass this up, man. None of those motherfuckers having sex tonight, bro. So that's where it comes from, man. So I just combined a whole bunch of things. I found energy when there was none, and you want to be that person. There's always going to be a time in your life where there's a shitty situation, everybody's looking around. You want them to look in your direction. Because that means that they all know that you're the man or the woman that can get shit done. And that's what I was. That's where I am now. So I think about pride, but I think about pride right now. Be that leader that when everything's miserable, you're smiling and saying, I'm miserable too, but I'm going to take this to the promised land.
Yeah. I love that. That's a question I haven't asked you before. Talk about, when I think about CEOs and so forth, the amount of teamwork that goes inside of a group of men and women when you go out and perform different missions and so forth. There's a small group, and the amount of perfected, unparalleled trust, communication, teamwork. Part of what makes us the best in the world in part of what they do. What would you say to someone that's in business, building a business, trying to get their career off the ground, inside entrepreneurship, when it comes to teamwork? What are some things that they can look at of how to build a better team, like SEALs build a team? What are some of the principles that they can use to help build their team as a business?
Teamwork is unbelievable. Okay. One of the most important things in the world. You know what's more important than teamwork? Individual work.
Individual work.
Yeah. So that's what's fucked up. Okay. People love to put that back in my face. They don't hear me rubbish shit. Oh, you're not a team player. No, dumbass. I am a team fucking player. What I'm saying is to work on your fucking self so you get your lazy fat ass over to me. I'm not having to carry your fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Fucking people love teamwork. They love being on my team. You know what I'm saying? Because they get this. You know, you can't just buy this shit. You can't just go somewhere and all the people know. This shit is life.
Yeah.
What comes out of me is life. It's not fucking damn down. No, this is life. And when shit gets hard, you're gonna want some of this.
Yeah.
So a lot of people look for that person. Weaker people look for a good team. What I challenge people to do is don't look for a good team. You start working on yourself, and the team will look for you.
Stay hard!
Stay hard, bro.
Let's talk about, I was thinking this with you. You see people, when I watch you in the videos and you're running and you're shooting content, let's just say for a while. A lot of people, that's what they see, because that's what's out there, right? So you see you running or doing something and you're filming something or whatever. But obviously that's only a small micro portion of the time of what's actually taking place.
Right.
I like going into it where it's like, tell me about it when you're on your own fucking run. There ain't no fucking cameras. There's no social media people, TikTok, none of this. You're just out on a fucking 25-mile run for some reason. Fucking Tuesday, you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna run 25 miles. But,
You like that shit a lot. You have to go hard, bro. You have to go hard.
But, you know, your leg is hurting, your ankles are hurting, whatever it is, right? You're fucking tired. Life is where you're traveling, you smoke jumping, whatever it is. And you're just at a point where you're like, fuck, I'm fucking tired.
Yeah.
How do you find it to keep going? Like, you can stop. There's no camera.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing.
I do all the time.
But talk us through that piece of the David Goggins that we don't always get to see on social media. Take us right there. Tell us about that.
So this happened when I first started speaking. So I started speaking. I'm only in 36 African American babies. Like 8 years.
You were never doing.
I was on 36. So that said, I was a fake human being who I lied. I used to lie a lot. Lie. I had zero care. I'm proud to talk about it now.
Which is wild because when you think of David Goggins, you think the exact fucking opposite of that.
Too bad you don't have that fat boy picture of me.
You gave it to me.
All you gotta do, man, is just Google David Goggins fat. Study it real hard. Like, oh yeah, I see it. I see it. Like I said, that's permanent. So, I started speaking that the Navy still went to recruit more black people. So they kind of got me a couple of years to do that. I had a couple heart surgeries. I wanted to be a SEAL for a couple of years. So I did this for a couple of years while I did a couple of heart surgeries. Turned back to be a SEAL. So when I was doing this speaking tour, I spoke to 500,000 African Americans in 2 years. Okay? Did it change the numbers? No. Didn't change the numbers. But this is what I found out. They started bringing in all kinds of speakers. So I started speaking with some of the world's best speakers. When you speak with some of the world's best speakers, they drop their guard. And you start to figure out, you a lying motherfucker.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
So, I spoke all around the fucking country. And I started seeing these guys, and I was like, I'm speaking with who?
Right.
What the fuck? And then you'd be backstage, and then be smoking and joking and getting that fat ass paycheck. And I'm like, oh, you a straight up bitch. Oh, we're not even the same people.
No.
When they come on stage, they walk around and get you pumped up and tell them, get up early and eat this shit, do that shit. Yeah. Who the fuck you ain't gonna do that shit?
Yep. And then it's backstage.
It's real shit.
Yep. It's true.
So, when I told myself I was getting in this world, I said I'm not going to be a fake fucking human being. When I come on stage, they're going to get me. And when it's over, I'm going to be gone. I'm not going to talk about who I used to be and how I used to be successful. So it needs to be relevant. So I think about at mile 25, I think to myself, are you retired yet? Are you ready to go up on that stage and lie to people because you didn't quit? When you got hard out here by yourself, you got 100 miles an hour, you got in the car, and you fucking went home. Are you ready to do that? Because now you know the truth. That's the thing that makes it crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of people come here and they talk. People go, how are you so passionate? You get the real deal, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're getting my pain, my suffering, my everyday. Which is why I can't speak like this.
Right.
And not cuss.
This is what you actually
It comes out and it's
Yeah.
sitting like this right
Yeah.
now. I'm like, go nuts.
Most of the time we do interviews, it's me sitting and him fucking running around. Very unique interview process.
So that's what I think about.
The authentic,
You
real.
have to be as real as possible, and if you're not, pack it up. Appreciate you all. Yes, some of you all are probably disgusted about my foul mouth. I'm not going to apologize. Where it comes from is a real place. When my dad was kicking the shit out of me and life was hard, the good luck fairy didn't come down and say, oh, everything's going to be fine. Those words, those kind words were never there. For people to grow in life, you have to hear the real shit. You have to hear how you live it. That's why I talk to you.
If you can, talk a little bit about that. Your childhood was wild. Some of the stories that you told, I'm sure there's stories you haven't told, but if you can, again, first time to review for those that haven't heard some of the stories, talk a little bit about your childhood and where this is. sometimes in life, everybody has a story. Everybody has a reason to quit. Everybody has a reason to not do something, to give up inside of it. If you can, tell them the story about growing up, what it was like, and the ability to, again, just not quit when there were crazy circumstances in your life.
So my dad was an alcoholic, very abusive man. Like to the point where half the reason my left leg is messed up, I don't even get too deep into it, is because I've been in a fight and flight syndrome. So what happened, I don't even talk about much, is that my psoas muscle, your fight and flight muscle, is so damn tight because I grew up in a fear of just getting beat bad. Not like kind of, with the belt buckle. And so what would happen is it started pulling on my left foot. Yes. It started pulling, so stacks from T12, long short, that's that. So, just to give you an idea of my father, he came home one night, and this is one of the many stories. But this is one that really messed me up. This really messed me up bad. I just got to beat the belt buckle. I was 8. This is 8. So, my mom tried to come and help out. So she was upstairs. She didn't really try to help out that much. My mom was, I used to get whipped twice. My dad always said my mom. So I would get whipped once by my mom, and then my dad came home, I get whipped again. That's how that went. My mom gave me soft, and my dad used to beat the fuck out of me to the point where she would write letters in school saying that they can't participate in PT because I wore shorts and t-shirt, and my body was just naked. So this particular day, we were at the top of the stairs. And my dad was beating the shit out of me. And I always thought my brother was my brother was truth. And he would take the other approach. He would hide in his room. And I would always just be there looking. And this particular day, I saw my dad smack on the top of the stairs, knocked her out. And he drug her on the stairs by her hair. And you got to the bottom, something said, man, can't do this anymore, dude. You can't just sit looking at this shit. Like, this was a conscience that always, that's why I became close to the day. Is that conscience is always good at this voice saying, you gotta do more. And so, when that happened, I jumped on his back. And I received one of the worst beatings of my entire life. And so, from that point, my mom took the courage, and I was a very fucked up kid. So, I got beaten every day. And I worked at Stadium, which is a stadium in a bar called the Remainder. So we didn't go to school, we worked. So I was in school, but we didn't go to school because the bar was shut down like 4, we were 4, we clean up. And by that time, it was like, kids were tired out of school. So that was my life, And so my mom finally left it when I was about 8 years old. And that's why my boy John is here. So the first person I met in Brazil, so now you take this traumatic kid. I know about racism. You take this kid who got beat his whole life by his dad, who had a learning disability, who stuttered, passed the gear falling out, white spots on my face. I was just jacked. I stuttered so bad. If I'm on stage right now, I'm still breathing. Because I can tell you so many damn stories. So here I am now, I'm in Brazil again. And Brazil had about 8,000 people and about 5 black families. And I'll give you a story. This place has a lot of good friends there. My best friends there right now. And I'm glad he's here for one reason. Because everybody in that place want to act like it should never happen to me. They want to act like they ain't spray paint and they were going to kill you on my car. They want to act like the Klan didn't march in the parades. They want to act like 12 miles from my house. That's why I got a picture of it. You can't hurt me. There was a cross burning 12 miles from my house in the Klan. And this is what's going to really fuck me up. I was about 15, 16 in Pizza Hut. Me and him were sitting there. And I was the only black person in Pizza Hut. Kids hanging out. And I'm sitting there with 2 little white girls. And the dad of the white girls comes in. And he comes in, and in front of the whole Pizza Hut, it was packed. He looked at me, grabbed her arm, pulled her out of the fucking chair, and said, I don't want to ever see you sit with that fucking nigger again. And I was like, and I have a lot of stories like that. So what happens to that kid he starts to become recluse. More and more become recluse. So people look at me and they think they really can't hurt me. And then the end of can't hurt me is me being victorious and shit. They forget the first fucking 7 chapters. You know, they forget when I'm in class, not counting the people. Okay, I can read a fucking paragraph. And I can't read. It's all literally junior high school, so I can't read. And I'm counting all through school. And I'm counting because I'm so stuck. So they count on me, I'm gonna be a piece, I'm gonna be a mess. So I'm counting the kids in front of me. Okay, we got 10 paragraphs to read, 10 kids. It's time to go to the fucking bathroom. So I live my life that way. And so you live your life that way. And then one day, wake up at 24 years of age, when you gain your 300 pounds, to say, I'm now going to be one of the best people who ever lived. And this is your start line. Your start line is the world and yourself has made you a piece of shit. And ain't nobody coming back to save you. So how do you get out of this shit? So for me, it became me building an armor that I can withstand any amount of physical and mental torture that anybody wants to throw at me. Because that's what it's going to take for me to get here right every day in this world. So that's a little background.
At 24, you grew up that way, and 24, this is when you were in the spring exterminator and stuff. And if I understand right, what you're saying is you built basically an armor that was impenetrable to you.
Right.
And that's what pushed you through and got you to the next side of it. I hear a lot of times that we talking about almost building Goggins.
Yes.
Right? Talking about the difference of David and the difference of Goggins and where those two different people are. Do they ever overlap together?
Oh, they overlap all the time. That's the thing about though, is that now people hear that about me. How I take this and I build an armor mind. And weaker people who don't want to go too far in life, they'll take that and they'll say, oh, you're just angry. What are you talking about? I'm just angry. You have all this energy to use from shit that happened to you that you cannot use to make yourself better. It's not anger, it's fuel. So when it comes to Goggins and David Goggins, I realized that a long time ago, David Goggins ain't gonna be able to get through this motherfucker. He ain't got the tools, the know-how, the strength, the discipline to get through this. I was qualified to be a 300-pound pest control exterminator. That's not wrong being a pest control exterminator. That's what I was. And that's what David Goggins was qualified to do. So I realized when I sat here and I watched these guys go through David SEAL training, I don't want to be David Goggins anymore. I'm tired of being afraid. I'm tired of being coward. I'm tired of not being able to look the guy in the eyes and know that, what's up, man? I know what I've done. I don't believe through the hard work, not through someone saying, believe in yourself. That's bullshit. You gotta believe in yourself. So when I realized that, I said, I gotta build someone who can get through some hard shit. And so what I started to do was I built this accountability. I started putting everything up there that I hated. There's my shit. I was a very lazy man. Which is why I don't feel sorry for anybody. I know what a person can do when they want to do it. And so when you start to do things every single day of your life that you hate to do, David Goggins starts to die. That voice that was always like, come on, man. Damn, shit out of you, man. You got called niggas so many times, man. Like, you had a really hard way of life. It's cool, man. That voice started floating away. And then Goggins kept on saying, yeah, man. But guess what you're gonna fucking do? You're gonna continue going harder and harder and harder. So every single person that thought you weren't going to be who you are today, you can now make them think about exactly what you need to do. So it became my purpose in life to find more and be doing that Goggins was created. And yeah, David Goggins, every morning I wake up, and I know life is good. I have a lot of money, a lot of things, a lot of success. Which David Goggins wants to come back in. He didn't create it.
Yeah.
He wants to come back in and enjoy it.
Right.
And what that means is that voice is real loud. Like, hey man, stop.
So you wake up as David Goggins.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's hard to be tough when you got a fucking nice house. You still fucking baking eggs, cooking and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's hard to be like, you know what? I'm gonna get my legs broke again, dude. Just because I got some more shit. So every day I gotta fucking kill David Goggins and have Goggins come out. So yeah, it's not perfect.
Last thing I want to do for you is, and I'm going to turn it over to you, just kind of final words to wrap it up, what you want to tell people as a piece of advice for success, for life, for pushing forward, for fighting through. Turn it over to you. So the last words you want to say to everybody here on the crutches this time.
I'm gonna stand up for this shit.
Stand up.
Appreciate you, brother. You got my hand in that mic. What's up? Oh, roger that. All right. So, you guys know my story. You guys know where I came from. I don't know much about you all. Like I said today, I wasn't talking to an audience of how many people? 3,000?
3,200.
I wasn't talking to 3,200 people. Hopefully I was talking to one person at a time. Hopefully something I said stuck in your brain, you can take that home with you, and you can find something. It ain't about being like God, it ain't about running, people's legs broken on. This was my journey. But hopefully when you find your journey, and you find it soon enough, you say to yourself this: when you're fucking as tired as you can be, and you have nothing left in you, ask yourself one question. Can I take another step? If the answer is yes, take another fucking step. Don't quit. So guess what? Don't stop till you're tired, motherfuckers. Stop till you're done.